Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a exciting video that I have been wanting to make for a really long time. And this is kind of a video that I've searched for on YouTube in the past, kind of when I was first starting out in makeup. And I was searching for these videos. I couldn't really find anything like this. So I decided to just go ahead and make my own because since then I've collected a lot of stuff from this brand. So today I'm going to be reviewing the best and the worst of Nars. So I'm just gonna, this is like a brand overview. I'm just gonna kind of go through what I like, what I don't like. I have so much Nars. You guys are going to be like, oh my god, this girl's a psycho. This is like my bin of all, like I had to put it in a bin. This is one of my #1 favorite brands. It's also cruelty free, which you guys know. I'm switching over to cruelty free. There's absolutely no excuse to test on animals. So let's talk about brands that don't test on animals. Really quickly, I just want to talk about the history of the brand. The creator of Nars, and I do not know how to say his name for the life of me, so I will put it right here, but his goal was to enhance your beauty and not mask it, which I feel like that is exactly what I want my makeup to do. Of course, I'm like always glam and all that, but it's still so important to enhance your own features and your own beauty that you already have, because that's what you have to work with, and I don't feel like you should change it for any reason. That's what you came into this world looking like. That's what you're supposed to look like. You're supposed to celebrate your own beauty. We all look different for a reason. I feel like that is something that is so unique and so amazing. One of the things that I love, and I feel like the Nars brand really highlights, and it's one of the reasons why I love it so much, is that you can kind of find all these things that you love about yourself and all your features, and you can just learn to highlight them and really play them up. That is the point of makeup. It's not to hide things. It's not to, change yourself into looking like somebody else. It's just to highlight your own features. I can't stress that enough. So this is why I love that brand. So I just want to talk about the best stuff from Nars, and then I want to talk about some of the worst stuff, but most of it is amazing, amazing, amazing. I love this brand. Like I said, it's one of my favorite brands. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, first I want to talk about face products because I feel like that is what Nars does best. So I have 3 of their foundations, and they do also have a tinted moisturizer, which I don't have, but that is known to be one of the best tinted moisturizers. If that's something that you like, I would definitely recommend that one. I used to use that on people all the time when I worked at Sephora, but personally that's just not something that I gravitate towards because I like full coverage. But I will kind of talk about each foundation really quickly, and I want to talk about the packaging too, because all of the packaging, this is what I love about Nars, except that it gets a little bit dirty. Some of their stuff gets super dirty. What I'll say is that everything does look cohesive, like it looks like a brand. It's not like Benefit where it's all different fonts and different packaging and different things, and it's all like, you get so lost and there's no real unity with the whole brand. With the packaging, I feel like it is so sophisticated. I just love that. So anyway, everything on Nars will have like the black Nars or a white Nars, the black packaging. I just think it is so chic, and I feel like if you're spending the money, you should buy into something that people obviously took the time to brand it, and they did an amazing job, and it's just kind of reflects the owner also, because he is somebody who is so sophisticated and had such an eye for, the finer things. So I just think that it kind of ties back in. I love that. I love that it has a story. Anyway, so this foundation is the Luminous Weightless Foundation. This one, I would say, this is the one I'm wearing today. My whole face is Nars today. This one I like a lot. At first I was like, I don't know if I like this. Then I went back to liking it. Then I wasn't sure again. I finally have decided that I do like this a lot. And the reason why I like it is because it is so full coverage, but it's very like thin. It kind of reminds me of the Cover FX drops or the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. It is so full coverage, it is crazy. So you only need a few drops, and then you can kind of build up. If you want full coverage or if you want medium coverage, you can kind of choose what you like. This one I really like too. Actually, more for normal skin types. I feel like this tends to cling to dry patches sometimes. So if you do have dry skin, you can still wear this, and it does say luminous, so usually that is for dry skin, but I feel like if you do have dry skin, just make sure that you're exfoliating, because it sometimes will cling to your dry patches. But you should be exfoliating anyway. If you want me to do a skincare routine, I for sure will, because there's certain things that you need to do to have a perfect base, and no foundation is gonna look good if you don't have a good base, if you don't do skincare. all that stuff. The only thing with Nars foundations is they do run a little bit yellow. So if you are somebody who is absolutely not yellow one bit, I would be very careful. It's tough when you are somebody who's like a really cool toned pale person. It might be tough to find your shade in here, but I would just go in, try to get matched, try to figure it out on your own. But I feel like you can still find something for yourself. And then the next one I have is the Nars Sheer Glow. I do like this one a lot. It's a little bit less full coverage than the All Day Luminous, but this one is a little bit better, I feel like, for dry skin, for whatever the reason is. Even though that one is geared towards dry skin, I feel like this one's just better. This is a lot of people's holy grail. You either I feel like you either love it or you just are indifferent to it, but I also really like this one. I wear this when I'm a little bit paler. I didn't really get the right shade because I would actually prefer to wear this when I'm darker. So I'm gonna have to get another shade. The only thing I don't like about this one is that you have to buy the pump. So when you buy this, it's just gonna come like, it'll come like this, and then there's like a top on it. You have to buy the pump, which is kind of a pain in the rear, but buy the pump. It's a little bit hard when you travel because there's nothing that goes on top of this. So you would have to like take this out, clean it so it doesn't get all over everything, and then take the top that you had and put it back on. It's kind of better if you leave this at home and just put it on your vanity when it's sitting straight up, or put it in your drawer sitting straight up and not travel with it. That's the only issue. Besides the packaging, I really feel like this is a great foundation. A little bit less full coverage than the All Day Luminous, but still really, really great. I love it. Finally, for our foundation, I have the Velvet Matte Skin Tint. This is from Nars, and I have it in Light 3. So this one has sunscreen in it, and you will smell it right when you put it on. It's more obviously geared for the summertime. It is not my favorite, but I do like to wear it in the summer when I'm not trying to go for a full coverage look and I want sunscreen, because you have to protect your skin. So many people regret not wearing sunscreen throughout their lifetime, so this is a really good product for that. And it kind of smells like summer, which I really like, actually. This is definitely a lighter coverage. It feels to me almost like a tinted moisturizer, but it's not that moisturizing. Like I said, it dries down matte, so you don't really have to set it, but it's just not that full coverage. I like it. I had trouble, you know, with trying to figure out what works best with, you know, how to apply it. I tried Beauty Blender, I tried my fingers, and I tried a brush, and I feel like I got the best results actually out of, I believe it was a Beauty Blender. So figure this out, try it if you if you want to use it in the summertime. I don't think I would really get this in the winter. I don't feel like you need that much sunscreen. It is SPF 30. So next, for face products, I cannot leave this out. This is one of their most famous products. It is the Nars. This is the Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have mine in custard. A lot of people have it in custard. This is definitely worth the hype. This is probably one of my favorite concealers of all time. They did just come out with new shades. So I feel like this one, I'm wearing it today, it's not that brightening. It kind of matches me, so like if I wanted this to be really brightening, I'd have to be really, really dark. But I do love this one. It definitely, I feel like this is good actually for more mature skin tones too. If you have kind of like crepey, or if you have lines under there, go get this, because for some reason it just like fills in the lines, but you don't see them. When you put this on, you will notice. This is crazy good. I totally recommend this to anybody. And go check out the new shades, because that might be the perfect shade for you if you haven't been able to find your shade in the past. Definitely try this, amazing. Next, I want to talk about the Nars Multiples. These are for your face. So let me kind of show you what they look like. So they're sticks like this. I have one in Copacabana, which is like kind of like a bronzer shade, but it's really, these have a lot of illumination in them. And then I also have the Nars, not the Nars, hello. This is the Orgasm Stick. So this is kind of more of a blush color. I love these. I feel like a lot of people don't really know how to use them. And at first I didn't know how to use them either. I had to look up tutorials, and there's not that many. So a lot of people I haven't seen using these, but honestly, these are amazing, and I'll tell you why. Because when you use these, if you are somebody who wants that dewy look, I will put this on after my foundation, so I will swipe it like this, and then I will just kind of really lightly blend it out. This will illuminate your face. It still pops through even if you set your face with a powder. You will still get that glow even though you set your face to elongate your makeup or take away shine or whatever you want to do. This will still pop through and look really illuminated. It's an amazing product. It looks so natural and it makes you look healthy, like that summer glow. Next I want to talk about something that I don't like so much, and this is one of the only things I don't like from this brand, and this is the Nars Paloma contour kind of kit. It's not really a kit, but this is their contour duo. I talked about this in my disappointing products video. I really do not like this product. This shade to set your under eyes is fine. I used it today and I didn't really notice anything different than any of the other setting powders I used. It's fine. I mean, sometimes it comes out a little bit patchy. This is the issue. This is meant for contour. It is not good for contouring. It is so warm. Let me just show you really quick. It is so warm. It is so warm, it will make your face look like you are sick. It looks so bad. I won't talk about it that much more. I don't feel like a lot of people even mention it. I think there's a reason for that. On the contrary though, they have a bronzer, which you probably heard about. This is Nars Laguna, so clearly well loved. I've had this for probably 3 years. I don't always use this one, but I recently have fallen back in love with it. It's just one of the most perfect bronze shades you could ever find. There is a little bit of sheen in it, like a little bit of I would say sheen. It kind of just makes you look healthy and it's not so matte where you're like, what? Yeah. I also have another bronzer. This is a face and body bronzer. I think this was part of like a holiday thing. It smells like the beach. It is the weirdest thing. It's called the Laguna Tiare bronzer and it did come with a little kabuki brush, but I don't really use this that much. I'm not really sure why. I think it's a little bit warmer than the Laguna bronzer, but I think the main thing is that it smells like summer and like the beach, and it is so weird, but it smells really good. Like, man, it like brings back memories or something. It's kind of nostalgic. I'm kind of indifferent to that product. I don't really use that much, but it was kind of pricey, so I probably should start using it. Okay. One more face product that I don't like. This is their Liquid Laguna bronzer. I don't like this one. I feel like it's too orange, or it just doesn't, it kind of looks blotchy when you put it on. I've tried it a bunch of different ways and I just haven't really got it to work for me, so I would say skip on this one. Next I want to talk about something that is a definite cult favorite. This was the best-selling blush I think for like 4 years in a row at Sephora or something like that. It is the Nars Orgasm blush. So I will do a swatch like this, which is not going to show up at all, but it is a really pretty like peachy pink with like some gold flecks, not like overly too much gold, but I just think this is one of the best blushes in the world. I feel like you don't really need that many blushes in your life, honestly, unless you're like, I don't even know why you would need a lot of blushes. I don't think you need that many. This one I would recommend though. It is totally worth the hype. There's a reason why it is the best seller. There's a reason why one of these sells every 3 seconds, but it just makes you look really healthy. And this is one of the only blushes that I've found will last me throughout the day. Plus you can see it in pictures, like even when I'm out at like, you know, late at night and somebody takes a picture of me, I can still see it on my face. It's beautiful. Finally, for face products, I want to talk about their highlighter, which a lot of people forget about, and this is their Nars Albatross highlighter. And honestly, this was my first highlighter I ever got, and I used it today and I totally forgot. Like, this is amazing. And you know what? I know it looks scary, but people with darker skin tones can use this because it is like actually gold. You're not gonna be able to see that at all, but it's kind of like a gold highlighter. When you put it on your face, you're gonna be like, what the heck, this is crazy. But this was one of the first highlighters like that ever came out, I feel like. And we all got makeovers one time, and the makeup artist put this on my aunt. We went to like a Nars makeover event. The makeup artist put this on my aunt, and I was like, oh my god. I had to go back that day and buy it because I couldn't believe how good it looked on her. So this is Nars Albatross. I definitely would recommend it. I think it's a really, really pretty and unique highlighter that hasn't really been recreated by anybody, which is kind of weird. Moving on to eyeshadows from Nars. So I don't have that many, and I feel like that's not really where their emphasis lies. I don't think that they are who you look for eyeshadows. So the only eyeshadows I do have, this is such a beautiful little duo. This is called Eyeshadows. I'm not really sure. I know it's like a geographical location, but I think it is. But these are so beautiful. It is like a really, really gold bronzy shade, and then just kind of more of like a, hopefully you can see that. That is what they look like. They're really pretty and they're really, really pigmented. That's probably my favorite like little duo of them. My grandma uses one and it's like she's been using it forever and she loves it. It's kind of like got a grayish and a blue in there. She loves that one. But I don't really have that many Nars eyeshadows. They don't really come out with, they don't ever have like a makeup palette, like an eyeshadow palette. You know, like how Too Faced always has palettes. Nars doesn't always have palettes to buy, so I don't know, it's kind of different. But they also have these, and I only have one. These are the dual intensity eyeshadows. So they look like this. You can use these wet or dry. So you can wet your brush, and they do sell a brush that goes with these, but you can really use any brush. Just use a synthetic brush. And this is kind of what it looks like. This is called Himalaya. These, I don't really love this shade personally. Like, it's just not for me. It's kind of too cool toned. But those are really good and they really last. I feel like they're just different and they last longer than a normal eyeshadow does because you're getting it wet. So they're super intense and I like those, but I just have to find a shade that I like personally and then go by that. Still on the eyeshadow kind of, this is their Velvet Shadow Stick. So they have a few of these. I think they have like 5 or 6 of these and it just looks like this. So if you are like in a rush, you could just kind of really quickly go over your eyes like that. And I feel like that's something that a lot of makeup artists do, like true makeup artists who are like on the runway or they just need to, you know, whip out looks really quickly and like editorial style. I feel like that's a really good product for that. Also, what you can do is you can lay that shadow down, well, not shadow, but you can lay that cream stick down and then put a similar colored eyeshadow on top of it, and then it will really make that pop and stay for a long, long time on your eyelids. I also want to talk about, I love this brush. It has mixed reviews, but I'm here to say I love this brush, and this is the Nars ITA brush, ETA brush, whatever you want to call it. I love this brush. I don't know what I would do without it. I talked about this in my luxury products worth the money video, and this is just an amazing brush. I use it to contour, and you'll see it's shaped like this and like that, so it just gets in there so easily, and it just kind of is like the perfect length to move a little bit but not too much, where it's not too stiff but it's also not too soft either, and you can really get in there. And then I just kind of like flick it upwards. I don't bring it down here because then your contour doesn't look very good, but I kind of start at the lowest point and then I work up. So I'll go like that. And this is one of the best brushes ever. It has completely changed my contouring game. Finally, let's move on to lip products. So I didn't realize how many I had until I started this video, but I have a lot of Nars lip products. So I'm gonna start with lip glosses first. So I have, I have 4 lip glosses from them. So I have Nars Turkish Delight, this is a cult favorite, and this is a famous lip gloss if you've never heard of it. And this is what the applicator looks like. Just a very standard applicator, but this is just like a really, really, really pretty, like milky pink. And it makes your lips look really glossy. It looks really, really pretty when you put it on, especially if you're somebody who loves pink lip gloss and you love like that glossy look. I would say definitely go get it. That was my first Nars like lip product purchase and I do not regret it. It's awesome. And Kim, if you watch Don't Be Tardy, Kim Zolciak Biermann wears that all the time, all the time. It's her favorite, so it's well loved by a lot of celebrities. And then next I have the Nars Orgasm Lip Gloss. These are actually not cheap, so you might want to look for dupes for these. I did mention this in my cheaper dupes video, cheaper dupes for high-end products. I mentioned that there's a dupe for this one, so you can go watch that video if you want to find what it is. But this one's really, really pretty, and I believe this is used by Kris Jenner. So she always has really glossy lips, and this is just like a really pretty pinky, like I said, it's like a peachy pink shade with some gold flecks throughout it. It just looks really glossy. It's really, really pretty, and it's very flattering for a lot of different skin tones. Next, I don't even know where I got this. I have like a mini one of this. It's called Baby Doll. I don't really care for this color at all. It's, kind of show you. It's just kind of like too metallic for me and like too silvery. I don't really like it. I don't really wear it ever. So there's that. And then they also have lip glosses. So I just want to show you really quick. The lip glosses that have like this Nars white packaging at the top, those are the ones with like the doe foot applicator, like the hard, I don't know, applicator I guess. And then these with like the Nars at the bottom, those are like those Kylie Jenner lip glosses with like the brush tip. Let me just show you really quick. I don't know why I'm not showing you. So you can kind of see like that. So you're definitely gonna get a lot more gloss with this one. I don't really love these actually, but, and I don't know why I have a red lip gloss. Like, why do I have that? So let's talk about what I'm wearing. So I went through a massive phase when I worked at Sephora, and I just fell back into it because I just did it again. So the one that I'm wearing right now is called Roman Holiday. It looks extremely pink, but honestly you guys, like, it really looks pretty. And then I put like a clear gloss from Buxom over it. I'm not kidding you. I think we sold out of these like every time that they got restocked, because whenever I would wear this, somebody would ask me. But this is Roman Holiday, totally worth it. I totally recommend it to you guys. Use it with a lip liner, like a nude lip liner, and it looks really, really pretty. I love this color, amazing. And then I have a backup right here, go figure. So then I have Rose Cliff, so looks like this. I cannot believe I'm not swatching these. It's like a really pretty nude color. A lot of people like this one too. A lot of people came in for that one and bought it, and they liked it on. And then I also have Tolede, something like that. So this one's a little bit more sheer and a little bit more pink, and it looks like that. Honestly, I don't really wear these that much because they have another lipstick line, which I'll show you right now, and they're a lot more expensive. Both lines of lipsticks are super expensive, so you have to really love a color before you buy it. But these are 100% worth the money. I can't really say that the other ones are that worth the money because they're just like anything else really. But these are amazing, and these are the Audacious lipsticks. These are amazing. I love these so much. Let me show you the packaging really quick. This is some of like the best packaging ever. So you roll it up and it says Nars on the lipstick, like what? And then when you put it on, it like clicks. So I just want to talk about these really quick before I do some swatches. So these are so pigmented and they stay forever on your lips. They remind me a lot of the Bite Amuse Boucher lipsticks, but these came out first. So I kind of have to give it to these because they were there first. They figured out the, you know, recipe, I guess, the formula of how to get like the best lipstick ever. So these are amazing. Let me do some swatches. So I have Raquel, and this one is kind of a warmer nude. Looks like that. I have Barbara, which I love this one. It's like a really, really pretty nude. I have Anita, which, oh my god, I love this one. I love all of these, but Anita looks like that. It's just a little bit more pink than Barbara is. And then I have Anna, which this reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Melted Liquid Lipstick in Chihuahua. So let me do, it's like a really pretty purpley mauve color. Those are just amazing shades. That's one swipe of the lipstick. Those are so worth it. I totally recommend them to you guys. And then I have even more lipsticks. I don't even want to know how much this cost me. Like, oh my god. I have all of the, so they have velvet matte lipsticks, and then they also have satin lip pencils. So these are what I have. These are not cheap either, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 of these. So you probably will know these already if you are a beauty insider at Sephora. You got these for the like 2015 gift. Yeah, the 2015 birthday gift. So it came with a velvet matte in Cruella, which is this red one, and then you also got the satin lip pencil in Rakujian or something like that. So this one is like a really pretty pink color. These are like 2 of their best sellers too, so it's kind of cool that they actually put those. I look back now and it's kind of cool that they did that, and put like the 2 of their best sellers in that kit. So these are really pretty. So this one is Cruella, that one is Rakujian or whatever that is. And then I'm such an idiot. I bought Rakujian, like not remembering that I already had it. So I have another one of those. I have a full size. And then I also have Bahama, which is, this is like so pretty. I love this color. I can't believe I don't really wear it that much anymore. But let me see, focus. That's what that looks like. That's just like a really, really pretty color. And then I also have Dolce Vita. So that one is Dolce Vita right there. And then I also have Walkery. So looks like this. This is the end of it. And then I'll put that one over here. So that one's Walkery. So yeah, those are pretty good. I don't really gravitate towards them that much anymore. There's just so many other lip products that I kind of really like and focus on more. But they're still really good, and if you still have them from your birthday gift, you should maybe dig them up and see if you like them. Okay, and then finally, I have the Nars Audacious Mascara. And I just have like a mini size. I don't have the full size, thank God. I got this in gratis when I still worked at Sephora. But this is what the brush looks like. You can see it's really spiky. This mascara I do not like at all. This like poked my eye out every single time I tried to use it. It's just very like, it really like, it's just there, it's so spiky that it like goes in your eye, and especially if you're somebody like me who gets really close to your lashes, it just pokes your eyes a little bit. I see people that like this, but not that many. I don't see that many people talk about it, so I would probably skip on it. Too spiky for me. But yeah, that is it for my Nars brand overview. Hopefully I kind of showed you guys some new products. This is kind of an expensive brand, so I kind of wanted to give you guys my thoughts on it before you go out and buy it. It's definitely tough to figure out what you like from expensive brands and, you know, save money. So that's kind of what I want to do for you guys if I already have the products, you know. So yeah, that is my Nars brand overview. I love this brand. I feel like you guys can maybe tell a little bit by my introduction of it, but yeah, they have a lot of great products. They really highlight who you are and, you know, your natural beauty. I love that about them. It reminds me of like a really summery brand, and I think it draws a lot of emphasis on like creating a really good base. So their face products, amazing. I would totally get some of those. And their lip products are pretty good, and their eyeshadows are pretty good too. Like, I don't feel like they failed at all in any aspect of their products. I feel like they really are a great company, and how great is it that they're cruelty free? I love that, and it just is another reason for me to support them. So hopefully this helped you guys. If you did like this and got all the way through it, then please like, and I will do more brand, you know, videos like this in the future, and just let me know what you want me to do, because I have a ton of makeup. You guys know if you saw my makeup collection. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you in my next video.
Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for